Hey everybody, Patrick Hostis here. Wanted to do a quick video and show you this. So I don't know how many of you have been on Flight Radar 24, but I'll put a link to it in the description below. But it's this video, it pretty much, or it's this website, it pretty much shows any civilian aircraft that are flying around. It doesn't pick up military and stuff like that, usually, unless they turn on their civilian transponder, which I don't see very often, especially overseas. But something caught my eye when I was looking through there today. If you take a look at Syria, there's absolutely no civilian aircraft flying over it. None at all. I'm sure there's some kind of military aircraft flying around there, drones, whatnot, some combat air patrols, probably the Russians, who knows what else. So it's in. We also have a carrier group steaming that way right now. So looks like some kind of a massive military strike is imminent. This is definitely a telltale sign of that. It's cutting off all the civilian air traffic and keeping them out of the area. So, and if you go on Flight Radar 24 and look down at Yemen, you'll also notice there's nothing flying over that, but that's been like that for years now, since the Saudis have been doing their little aerial holocaust to the people there. And just like I think the Yemen war is a giant waste of human life and time, and we shouldn't be supporting it by giving the Saudis arms, I think this is a ginormous waste of time, and I think that Trump has fallen for a hoax here, and I think there's something wrong when Lindsey Graham, McCain, and the rest of these neocon freaks are all cheerleading you, and saying you're doing the right thing. I mean, it's pretty obvious to me that an ISIS-affiliated group set off this chemical weapon there, if there was one to begin with, in an effort to frame Assad and get NATO or get the U.S. to come back in there and bomb their enemy. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But let's say it's not. Let's say they did gas their own people. I fail to see how that's our responsibility. I mean, there's plenty of other Arab nations in that area. There's Saudi Arabia, there's UAE, there's plenty of other, there's Turkey, for God's sakes, which is a NATO ally. I mean, there's a lot of other nations there that can deal with it, and they happen to be in that region, and they happen to be of a similar culture. So perhaps they could step in, but I don't think Americans need to spend any more money and blood over there. Having seen the cost of these type of wars with my own eyes, I don't want to see any more of this shit, to be honest with you. So I'm a little upset that Trump's going this route, but you know what? That's his decision, not mine. But if you see here, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that it looks like something's coming down. But please check out the link in the description below on Flight Radar and check it out for yourself. Looks like something's going to be happening here shortly. Well, let me know what you think in the comments below. This has been Patrick Costas.